I'm Pastor George Borghardt, and this is another Higher Things video short. Born again. It doesn't mean what you think it means. That's the subject of today's Higher Things video short. You must be born again. Are you born again? Oh, so tons of questions from people asking, what's it mean to be born again? Well, let's look at the scriptures. We're going to find out what it means to be born again from the scriptures. John 3. Jesus to Nicodemus, who comes at night. That makes him Nick at night. Jesus says to him, Amen, amen, I say to you, unless one is born anothen, he cannot enter the kingdom, cannot see the kingdom of God. Anothen is from above. It doesn't mean again so much as it means from above. Ano, above. So, first of all, we need to get the words right. Let's not use born again. Let's use from above. Nicodemus doesn't have a clue what it means. He thinks it has to do something with Jesus saying that we have to crawl back in our mom's womb. It's always good not to use the examples of people who are clueless to try to figure out what something means. Jesus says in John 3:5, truly, truly, I say to you, unless one is born of water and the Spirit, he cannot enter the kingdom of God. So to be born anothen is to be born of water and the Spirit. To be born from above happens where water and the Spirit happen to us. And we know where water and the Spirit happens. That's baptismal language. So to be born again is to be born, to be baptized, water and the Spirit, where the Word and the water come together and faith, which is born of the Spirit, grasps hold of that promise. That's what it means to be born again. And you cannot see the kingdom of God. You cannot enter into the kingdom of God without what Jesus did for you being delivered to you. Born from above does not mean that you make a decision for Christ or you decide for Christ. Flesh gives birth to flesh. Works give birth to more works. To be born from above is to be born of the Spirit, is to have the Spirit come to you in the water and deliver to you his salvation. Again, like last week, we are unable to save ourselves. We aren't able to make a decision for God because we are dead in our trespasses and sins. And that includes being born again. To be born again means to be born of water and the Spirit, where we have absolutely nothing to do with it, where the water washes down our forehead and the Spirit enlivens us. Where water, there's Spirit. All right, so to be born from above is to be baptized. And so the question when somebody says, have you been born again? The Lutheran answer is yes. It happened at my baptism. Well, doesn't it mean that we make a decision for God or we change our life? Well, there is a life-changing experience that happens at your baptism. I died with Christ and I rose again with Christ. I was born anew, born from above. And so reading what the actual text says makes what we think born again not, what the scriptures say. Born again doesn't mean what you think it means. It means to be baptized. It means to be born anothen, from above. I'm Pastor George Borghardt, and this has been a Higher Things video short.